I don't know what I be going through every week where I want to be on mute. What's up, Black Girl Book Club podcast? It's the Black Girl Book Club. Hi, y'all. I am back. Okay. Last week, did y'all miss me? Because I was totally out of freaking commission. But I'm back this week and I am ready to talk about Nicole Jackson's When It's Real. I don't see myself on Facebook. Let me know if y'all can see me. Okay, here I go. I'm on Facebook. Y'all ready to talk about this book? First of all, who has read Nicole Jackson's When It's Real? It's I think her latest release. I think this is the last book to come out by her. She has another book coming out that I cannot wait for. I read the first one. It's a hood poly book, I guess you would say. Cause you know she write that good hood shit that I like. Um, she has another one coming out that I can't wait. But this one was good. I don't know what it is about Jackson, but it is just something about her writing that does it for me. I don't know what it is, but it do it for a lot of people because this book had, I want to say like 900 reviews on it, and it just came out within like the last month or two. So I'm not the only one. A lot of people like the book, like her story. So listen, I'm not the only one. But anyway, let's get into this. I am chilling today. I got my headscarf on, I got my robe on. I'm we book talking tonight, and we are going to do that in the most comfortable way that we possibly can. But I'm in good spirits and I feel good, and I'm so happy to be back on the Black Girl Book Club podcast. So let's get into this. I'm Shaquana, and I am your host of the Black Girl Book Club podcast. The Black Girl Book Club podcast. The Black Girl Book Club podcast. Hey. And tonight we are talking about Nicole Jackson's When It's Real. So this book was good. Um this character, her characters are usually pretty young, like early 20s. I know I like young love. But this girl was 28. So she was closer to her 30s. Even though Nicole Jackson's uh people are usually pretty young. They've had somewhat of they had to grow up fast, I'll say that. And so they are always pretty mature for their age because they had to grow up fast. A lot of time they mamas ain't shit, they daddies ain't shit, aunties ain't shit, ain't nobody shit, they family. So they have to grow up fast. And so her characters, although they may be young, they always have a level of maturity that's just different. And then I think her stories move along. You know, it might go a year might go by, 2 years, 5 years might go by during the story. So they get a little bit older. So the main female character in this book is Bobby. And Bobby is 28 years old and she lived in the hood or whatever. It starts off with her being at home. I don't know if you all grew up, you know, like in a hood setting, but I did and people around me did. And so like just imagine your family friend, your friends. It was her cousin, and their friends. Sitting on the porch. You know, the street is popping. It's live outside. Y'all sitting on the porch, peeping the scene, or whatever the case may be. She was actually in the house doing a little girl's hair. I can't think of the little girl name. If y'all know it, whoever on her right now, did y'all read Nicole Jackson's When It's Real? Look at this cover. I love the cover. It's just like it's sexy, and you don't even see nobody's face. Just the jewelry, the jeans, the tattoos, that. Anywho, so she was doing little girl's hair. She was talking to the little girl. The little girl was saying how she didn't like her hair, and she was trying to, encourage her to love the skin that she was in, basically. So then she goes back outside, and that was kind of an important point to make because it kind of gives you an idea of who the little girl's mother is, Shell, because the little girl is almost like she doesn't like herself. Like she's like, you have good hair, because I guess Bobby's hair may be she may have like a looser curl pattern, and her hair may be really thick. So you know how some people can be like, your hair nappy, it's hard to comb, it's this, it's that. I wish you had good hair. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced that before, but I've read it in other books and I've seen it on TV before. So that gives you an idea. I think she was trying to paint the picture of who the little girl's mother was and kind of give you an idea of her like not feeling herself. So then they go outside, they talking stuff on the porch amongst them and they friends and whatever. And some words are exchanged that kind of let you know who the people are, like who hating, who's the prettiest, who's this, who's that, or whatever. So they kind of talking, so they kind of put you on the scene or whatever. And so once the day they like sitting on the porch all day long, because that's what the hood do. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. So they like been sitting on the porch all day. Hey y'all, hi Anita, hi Jennifer. So yeah, so they been sitting on the porch all day or whatever. So finally some dudes pull up, like the cats, the Thundercats. I'm showing my age. Thundercats pull up. They pulling up in Bentleys. They pulling up. The block is hot. Okay, the block is hot. And so, the girls sitting on the porch, they talking like, damn, who is there pulling up? Whatever, the dudes pulling up and everything. And so they get out, they flexing and everything. And so one of the guys who is really dressed down, doesn't look like he got it like that, is like the head honcho. And that is Face. Oh, wait, I gotta back up some. Okay, thank you, Anita. Nene. Okay, so Bobby has a boyfriend who is in prison, Tulo. And she's 28 years old. She has been with this man since she was 13 years old. So she is holding him down. I can kind of understand it if you've been with somebody since you was 13, because if you're older and your spouse or somebody go to jail or whatever, you're a little bit more mature. You kind of know how to navigate through that and how to handle it. She had been with him since she was 13, so they grew up together. She was probably a little bit younger, so she like, I'm gonna hold my man down. I'm not judging her or nothing like that. If you hold your man down, hey, that's your business. So she holding her man down. The problem is this nigga is in jail wilding. He don't want her to do nothing. He want her to stay in the house. He don't want her to go nowhere. He call her 50 million times a day trying to figure out where she is at, what's going on with her, who around you, that kind of stuff, whatever. He don't want her to do nothing. And so she's getting tired of that. I don't know how long he been in jail. Do we know how long he been in jail? I don't know how long he been in jail, but it seemed like it's been for a while, or he been in and out of jail, and she getting tired of his controlling ways from jail or whatever. So they kind of have a little argument on the phone. So, but that lets you know, but he is like madly in love with her. I guess that's how the niggas be when they be in jail. But I think he was madly in love with her before he went to jail. Yes, he was stressing her out. I felt bad for her. But he was just like, it's hard for me to be in here and for you to be out there. And he know that she is not the type of girl that just be like out in the streets. So all the dudes want her because she hasn't been as accessible. So he is like in jail, just freaking out and trying to control her from in jail, and she's getting tired of it, right? So she go back outside after she talked to him on the phone. The dudes pull up. they, flossing. The girls like, oh, they fine. I want him. Da da da. Y'all know how I be or whatever. So, um, okay. So the little girl whose hair she was doing, that was important. It was the opening scene. Her mom's name is Shell, and Shell ain't shit. Basically, she drink lean. Um, she don't do her kids her. She got two sons and a daughter. The sons walking around with no haircut, looking busted. She got a fresh install. The daughter her one comb. Bobby had to comb the daughter her. So Shell just ain't shit or whatever. And she like to talk a lot of stuff. All she care about is herself, um, drinking, getting high, kicking it, all that kind of stuff. She don't really care about her kids. So boom. So the kids is outside, they playing. This thing just seems so familiar to me. The kids outside, they playing, the dudes on the corner, and they sitting on the porch. Well, the little kids was one of the kids said they were hungry, and the little girl was like, oh, I'm hungry too. So they running in the house to get some food. Bobby had cooked up a whole slew of food. Like, she named out about 7 things. This was a feast, just on the regular day. So the kids was running in the house to get something to eat, and the little girl knocked over her mom's drink or whatever. And the mama just like spazzed out on her and went off on her or whatever, and picked her up. Now, this is a little thin little baby. Picked her up by her ponytail. Okay. And I have met people like this. But I'm like Bobby though, like not on my fucking watch. Okay. Pick the little girl up by her ponytail, like, you didn't knock my drink over. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she was like, I didn't mean to. And Bobby was like, hold on, let her go. She was like, enough is enough. Let her go. And the girl was like, this is my motherfucking baby. This is my motherfucking child. How you gonna be up in here, trying to tell me what to do with my baby? And Bobby was like, you on my porch. And while you on my porch, you're not gonna be picking nobody up by their hair or whatever. And so he was in jail for 5 years. Okay, Anita is on it. Okay, thank you. I'm so thankful that you're here. I'm really blessed that you are in these comments, baby, because without Patrice, I'd be struggling. Shout out to Patrice, she's not here tonight. So um Bobby, like, you need to let her go. I'm gonna beat your ass. And so, right in front of everybody, not to say that she should have did it anyway, but damn, you real out there if you gonna do that type. Most people try to hide that kind of stuff. She really out there. She gonna do this in front of the whole hood. But anyway, so Bobby was like, basically, the girl started talking stuff. This my baby. Da, 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 you need to get out my business. And Bobby just stole off on her and started beating her ass. And she ended up slamming her. Remember, I told you I was the dude there. He didn't look like he was that big of a deal, but he was that nigga. So she ended up slamming the girl on his car and beating her head into the car. Right. And he like, damn, what's going on? Now, mind you, Bobby don't dress up. She always pretty much dressed down. She looked decent. She looked nice. She's a very beautiful girl, just naturally, but she don't get dressed up. So people don't really super be checking for her for real. So she beating this girl up. Ain't nobody really paying her that much attention, except the fact that they fighting. So the dude like, hey, get off my car, whatever. So when they got through fighting, she done dusted Shell ass. So when they get through fighting, um, he like, what you gonna do about my car? And she was like, boy, fuck you. And went and he was there in the race. In the Bentley. I thought he was in the Bentley. He wasn't in the Bentley. Oh, okay. So she was like, boy, fuck you. She went in the house. She wasn't even tripping off him. And he was like, do she know who I am? Do she know this face? Yeah, this face. She was like, do she know who I am? And everybody looking like, damn, you gonna let her talk to you like that. So that was that. But he knew who she was. He knew who she was or whatever. So turns out Bobby is QT's sister. QT's is another Head nigga in charge in the hood. He like he is somebody else big in the hood. People, but a lot of people don't know that they're siblings. But he Face knew, right? And so she went in the house. He knew he could get at her through QT because him and QT, they worked together. So that happened. She went on about her life, went on about her business. Her brother pulled up on her, like, or either she went over his house and he pulled up on her because he was like, why I'm getting a phone call about you and I gotta come over here and handle something with you. And she was like, what you talking about? Yeah, he get his product from Face. But I couldn't think about how to explain who he was because he wasn't the connect. Face was his connect. So Face is Bobby's brother's connect. So anyway, so Face ended up calling QT, which was Bobby's brother. And he was like, look, your sister done beat some chick up on my car. She done in my car up. She need to handle this shit or whatever. Like she need to get my fixed. Somehow Bobby got some money. I can't remember exactly how, but she got a little money. So she could have gave him some money to get his car fixed. But Bobby was like, I'm not worried about his ass. And so QT was like, went to her like, normally, if it would have been anybody else, I would have been like, fuck that nigga just like you was. But this my connect. He was like, this how I eat. This how I, get my bread. So you need to honor what it is that he want, which I don't okay, he said he was not paying him off for her because Bobby needed to learn her lesson. Because I was gonna say, why he didn't just pay him off, right? So we know why he didn't pay him off because Bobby needed to get on that ass. Because they was about to be in a love triangle is what it was about to be. But anyway, so he didn't pay off, but he was like, you need to take care of this because this is my connect. You can't be boy, fuck you into him. Okay. From doing braids. So she was just saving her money from doing braids. Damn. Cause she had like thousands of dollars. But anyway, so he was like, you need to take care of this. And she was like, all right, whatever. So finally, her birthday was coming up. Mind you, she don't ever go out because Tulo be tripping. So she be in the house all the time. It's like she in jail too, right? So yeah, it's like she in jail too. She'll never go out before her birthday. Her cousin, like, come on, girl, go out. You got to get out this house. It's your birthday. Let's go kick it. Right. So she ends up going out. Everybody go off her birthday, her family, her friends, her brother, everybody or whatever. They go out, they kick it. When she get through kicking it for her birthday, now mind you, before the birthday, she was at home in her comfort zone, so she dressed down. She got on her regular little casual clothes. For your birthday, you gonna pop out. You looking good. You got on your booty shorts, yeah, tank tops. Your makeup on. That so you killing the game now. So she end up okay, after her birthday, they didn't went out, they didn't kicked it all night. It's the next morning. Her brother, like, I don't give a fuck what you got going on. You need to go handle that business with that dude with that car. Whatever you need to do, if you're not gonna give him no money, you need to go work it off. So she clean houses. That's what she do, y'all. That's what she do. She have like a cleaning company. And so he was like the dude, I guess him and QT had talked, Face and QT had talked, and Face had told him, oh, she clean houses. So I mean, QT had told Face that she clean houses. So he went to go, he was like, oh, she can come clean my house. So he sent her over there after a night out at the club where she been drinking and getting fucked up. He just sent her over to clean this man's house. And this ain't just no regular 1,200 square foot home. This is a mansion. Bruh, brother, are you out your fucking mind? Right? That's what I would have been like. But she was like, let me go ahead and handle this. So she goes straight to his house from the club. From the club. And I think she drive like an Escalade or something like that. He had a different impression of her when he was at her house. Like she a little hood chick. She stay in the hood. She ain't about nothing, whatever. So when she came to clean the house, she suited and booted from her birthday outfit. And she driving this car, which her man made sure she had before he went away to jail or whatever. So shout out to Tulo for that. Okay. So, um, she pull up to the house. She got a nice car. Right, no sleep. Like, boy, let me go take a nap first. What the fuck? So she get out her car. She go to the door, and he like, who is this? Cause she fine. She looking good. Like he can see her little body at the house. She had on a big t-shirt and stuff. Now she looking good. He like, damn, who is this? So she like, she got an attitude. She half sleep, drunk, hungover, everything. And she gotta come clean up. So she like, what do you want me to do around this motherfucker? So he like starstruck almost like, damn, she looking good. I don't want her to come clean my house. I want her to come right? So she come in and he like trying to hit on her a little bit. So at first he was like, she need to come work this stuff off. He got little attitude and everything. But now she done came in, she looking good. He like, shit, fuck all that. What's up with you? What you be on? So they kind of had like some little banter back and forth between the two of them when she first got there. It was kind of cute or whatever. Of course, he is fine and he got this big ass house. He got money and everything, but he also has two little girls. He got two daughters. We talking about Nicole Jackson when it's real. I think that's what it's called. Hold on, y'all. Shit. Yeah, when it's real. And so he got two daughters. God, they names just went out of my fucking head. I had them. Aspen and he had two daughters. So they're young in age. Their mother is not around. And so she's there to clean up and everything. And the little girls instantly take a liking to her. Like she come in and they like, hey, it wasn't no drama or nothing like that. They instantly, because even though she's 27, she give like around the way girl vibes. And I'm kind of a little around the way girl. People just kind of clean, they like, okay, she cool, she down to earth. So the kids instantly kind of took a liking to her. And so, hey Celeste girl, hey Lisa. And so he end up cooking breakfast. Cause like I said, he's feeling her now. So he ends up cooking Shy is the other one. Okay, Shy and Aspen. So he ended up cooking breakfast for the daughters because the daughters had said they was hungry. He was like, come on, eat with us, right? Before you clean up and everything. So she sit down, she eating with them. They like one big happy ass family, him, his daughters, and her. So while they sitting there, the daughter's talking to her, she talking, they laughing, having a good time, right? So she not doing her job. She there having a good time. So after she got finished eating, she like, what do you want me to do? I'm here to clean. I'm here to do a job. Let me do that. Okay. And he like feeling her. So he like, yeah, go on, clean up something, anything. Another thing is when she come over there this day, I think it's Sunday. So they went out Saturday for her birthday. It's Sunday. So it's family day. And his family comes over on Sundays for family day. So that's why he needed her to come clean up that day because he needed the house clean for when his family comes. So this, yeah, I can't remember. So she ended up cleaning up. Somehow she ended up staying at this man's house all day long. She did the kids, her, because she braid. She does her. So she ended up doing the kids' she done ate dinner with the family. She done met the family, all kinds of shit. And it's just like this done turned into something completely different than what it is started off as. But he's trying to keep her at this house because he likes her. Okay. Because he liked her. So she end up staying. He keeps saying, stay for dinner, stay for this, stay for that. She ain't cleaned up shit. No, he started cleaning up her ass so bad, he started cleaning up, doing her job. Like, don't even worry about that. First day, baby, they just met each other. So she ended up spending the night and somehow ended up in his bed. They did not sleep together that first night, the first night, but they slept in the same bed together. Am I right, y'all? Am I right? So they end up sleeping in a bed together, and basically, shit, that's the book for real. When you meet a motherfucker on the first day and y'all end up in the same bed that same day, y'all might as well get married because what the fuck, right? So she ended up staying there. Okay, and then too, she had lost a baby. I think, yeah, she had been pregnant and she had lost kids. And so she had been with her boyfriend, Tulo, since she was 13. Of course, when you be young, you be getting it in like rabbits, baby. And she had got pregnant, she lost the babies, and then eventually the doctor told her that she couldn't have kids. No, 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 no. I'm lying. Scratch that from the record. He did not tell her she just wasn't getting pregnant. And so they assumed that she couldn't have kids, or she assumed that she couldn't have kids, or whatever. And he ended up telling her, like, do you think it could be him? The first night, but she told him her whole life story. She told him her whole like, I mean, they move fast and in a hurry. But in some books that I read, everybody can't do that because if it moves too fast, you don't really get the gist of the story. It just don't seem real. It's not good. But somehow Jackson can do that so well. She does because you be wrapped up in that shit. Right. But yes, the first night she just spent the night over there, sleeping in the bed with him, told him her whole life story. They go together at this goddamn point. So they didn't sleep together that night, but they did the next day. And mind you, she had sex in 5 years, baby, because her man been locked up. One thing, y'all, if y'all read Nicole Jackson books, one thing Nicole Jackson, the women in Nicole Jackson books gonna do is they is gonna cheat on their men. They will cheat like a motherfucker. Y'all know in a lot of books, the women be all like, oh, I would never, no, no, thank you. Maybe they gonna cheat on they niggas. Jackson book. She gonna tell him, Russell, if I sleep with you tonight, it's only because I want to. And don't tell nobody. He like, what? Baby, they gonna cheat. Maybe that's why I like the books because it's not your typical stuff that be going on. The women gonna cheat. In the Gold Jackson books, baby, they do not be trying to be modest. Girl, they be cheating all the time. They gonna cheat. And she cheated on her man while he was in jail, while he was locked down. Wonder, I wonder, do y'all know anybody that had somebody in jail for a little length of time, not like no 3 months or 6 months like that. Because if you cheat after that, you a dirty motherfucker. But like if they man locked up for 3 years, 5 years, something like that, or do they stay down the whole entire time? Which we would probably never know, unless you just talk like that. But that seemed like that would be hard as hell. And you 28, I could see if you like early 20s, late teens, your man get locked up or whatever. Not that that should be normal, but I'm just saying, your man get locked up. Okay, you trying to hold it down, but 28, baby, hell no. Just close your eyes, close your ears while you're in jail because I'm giving this shit up. Everybody I know cheated, right? But they still hold it down, no matter the age. They cheating. Okay, well, she cheated, and he put it down on her. And at this point, they boyfriend and girlfriend. So she did felt bad when she first did it, but he would not leave her alone. She was like, "Let me, I messed up, I cheated. Let's make this a one and done thing." No, this nigga was fiending for her ass. Okay, he was fiending for her after she left their house. Yeah, she put money on his books and stuff. Yeah, she was kind of good to him. And so she left him after he put it on her. They put it on each other and everything. So she was like, she felt bad. She was like, oh my gosh, I done cheated on my man. I'm supposed to be holding him down and everything. So she ended up leaving and not telling him she was leaving. So she left and went on back home. He know where she stayed because she was fighting outside their house, busting people heads into his car and stuff. So he tried to give her like a day, maybe two, and baby, he done pulled up on her. Like, honey, you need to come on back to the crib. You need to come on back to the house. I need you to clean something else. It's like, girl, this y'all new mama. Like, baby, I don't know what you got going on, but you need to come on back to the crib, baby. We done made us a home over here. So he got her to come back to his house, and now they playing house basically, like fucking breakfast, lunch, dinner, no condom. The Nicole Jackson people not gonna have no condoms on, baby. It just be so good. She just do not be giving a fuck. They having sex. The girls love her. She's really good with them. She's feeling free finally after being holding this man down for all this time, being stuck in a house like she in jail too. She's starting to feel free. He's pampering her, taking care of her, making sure she good. Well, she wasn't broke before. And I will say Tulo did, kind of handle his business before he went to jail. Yes, and she is not answering Tulo calls, and she is not going to see him. She has never missed a visit with him. And he told her as he said, I know if you go out to them clubs, you gonna get the truth. And that's exactly what happened. He was right. He was right. She went out one night and got her a motherfucking boyfriend after one night of going out, and he told her that's why he didn't want her being with that cousin, and he did not want her going out because he knew exactly what was gonna happen. Okay. And that's exactly what happened. But yes, she is not answering Tulo calls. He is blowing her up. He got his cousins blowing her up, all kind of stuff. And she is not answering for him. And that is not like her. She always answer his calls. So she not answering his call. She was gone off face. She was gone. She was riding on face. So she is not answering Tulo calls or whatever. So then she's spending the night over there. Baby, morals, all that, and went out the window. This her man, basically. But she feel bad, and she do still love Tulo. So how did it happen? Tulo knew what was going on. He knew at some point after she wasn't answering his calls and stuff, he kind of figured she gone, baby is gone, honey. Baby is gone. So it's 8:05, y'all. Can't, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. So we're gonna have because a lot more happened in this story. So mind you, she's there. They basically go together, taking care of the kids together. She over his house all the time. She ain't never at her apartment. Her cousin is always at her place and everything. And she don't be going back there that much. And so finally, I think Tulo called her and Face answered the phone. Is that what happened, y'all? He answered the phone. And Tulo was like, what? The streets was talking. Yeah, the streets was talking too. And so Tulo was like, I mean, yeah, he was like, what? And so him and Face had some words. Like Face was like, because he's liking her. It's not just about sex. It's not just about she fine or nothing like that. He feeling her. He like her. He liked the fact that his kids, his daughters that took to her. He like all of that or whatever. And so he want her. And he tried to play it like, I'm just hitting her while her man in jail, but he had started to catch feelings quickly, right? So he answered that phone on that ass, and she felt bad. She was like, I can't believe you just did that to me, or whatever. But mind you, Tulo, which he is in jail and he down bad, but he was like, I ain't worried about that. You still my woman. I forgive you. I know that was just something that happened. You had a slip up, but we still together. I'm not letting you go or whatever. So too long. Okay. So in the meantime, the girl's mama end up coming back. Can't even think her damn name. The mama came back. Okay. Now, they mama just left one day and was like, I can't do this no more. Right. Um, and just didn't never come back. She did used to see them, and then eventually she stopped seeing them all together, and they would only talk to her on the phone. Right. So all of a sudden, here she coming back. He said she was hiding, but he was right. So all of a sudden, they mama end up coming back, and the girls were happy, but they had really taken a liking to Bobby. And so when the mama came back, she like came back and she got like a attitude with Bobby. But is Bobby pregnant at this point? Because Bobby ended up getting pregnant, y'all. Now imagine she been screwing this boy since she was 13, ain't never got pregnant. She come over here with face for 5 minutes and he done popped the baby up in her ass. He was like, I got something for you. I got something for you now. So she ended up getting pregnant by him because they was fucking for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, no condoms, no nothing. So then the girl's mama end up coming back. So she come back, Face not really messing with her. He like, you ain't been trying to be a mama to them. Why you coming back now? Or whatever. Which was y'all suspicious of that when she came back? I was not getting a good feeling from her. I didn't feel like she came back just on some, I want my kids back. I love my kids. I miss my kids. I was not getting a good feeling from her that she was really trying to come back and be in them kids' life, right? So, the mama came back. So they got this drama now. So they got the drama of the mama came back. So the mama kind of got an issue with Bobby, which is his new woman, because she feel like he's become the man that she wanted him to be when they were together, right? He's being that man for Bobby, and he wasn't that man for her, and that's why she ended up leaving. But now she see him, he's being the man, Bobby pregnant, he holding her down, all this and that. So she's seeing how he is with Bobby, and she like, I want that. So she kind of got like a beef with Bobby. So then she is jealous. Yeah, she was jealous. Okay, so boom, let me ask y'all this. So she left the girls, right? She left the girls. And when she came back, she said that, okay, because now I'm like, at first I'm like, she ain't shit. She didn't just left her daughters up and left her daughters and stuff like that or whatever. So then when she came back, she had a story. And she had the story that she had cancer. And because Face was treating her so bad, she just up and left and she didn't want her kids to see her like that. Right? Did y'all feel bad for her after the fact? Because that was kind of sad. And she had like pictures and stuff when she was going through chemo and all this and that. And she was just like, you wasn't treating me right. I was stressed out. I had cancer and I didn't want my daughters to see me like that. That's why she just kind of cut the daughters off and she wasn't seeing the daughters anymore because she didn't want them to see her like that. Did y'all feel no? Kendra said no. But did y'all I felt kind of bad for her, especially like when it came out and everything. Bobby had felt bad for her, and it was like that if that really happened. You don't think it really happened now? Okay, so boom. So I did feel bad for her. She kind of redeemed herself a little bit after that because they were saying it wasn't like she was a bad mama before. She wasn't like Shell pulling the baby up by the ponytail and all that. She just up and left or whatever. So boom. So that's her story. But she come back She got an attitude. She pissed off. She mad at Bobby because she feel like Bobby is getting a man that she wanted. So he feels bad, right? First, he didn't fuck with her. He didn't like her. Like, you left my babies. You just up and left. He wasn't really feeling her. But when she came back and she told her story about how she had cancer, he felt bad. And he kind of felt like it was his fault that she, had to do that because he wasn't treating her right and all this and that, or whatever. So he's trying to make up for how he treated her. So he didn't bought her a house and down the street from them. So mind you, Bobby is in all this. So she didn't gave up her life and moved in with him because he can't sleep without her and all this and that. She taking care of the daughters. She's like, doing all this. And now this baby mama then came back. Hold on. And you done moved her down the street. You didn't even ask me about it. So she's feeling away. So now they got friction in their household because he's trying to take care of the baby mama and she not feeling it. Like, I ain't really feeling this. You done moved her down the street. She be acting like she don't like me. So I really don't want to have shit to do with her. He rented it. Yeah. So, or whatever. So they kind of beefing off that. And she ain't had that baby yet. She was pregnant, but she ended up going to the club while she was pregnant. Cause she ended up going to the club. So they got this going on. So in the meantime, Tulo gets out of jail. Right? The funniest part of this book is when Tulo got out of jail and Face went over there to talk to him and they end up fighting. Bobby had that nigga down bad. He was like, "You not getting her back." Tell her, I need to talk to you like man to man. And that boy was like, "Boy, if you don't get the fuck up out of here, go somewhere." So they end up having a fight, boy. I ain't never had nobody like on me like that. Where they just like, look, I need. He went to him like, "Boy, but this sure." He went to him like Robert and Shirley. And they ended up having the whole fight because he got out of jail. He gets out of jail before the baby mama. Oh, he got out of jail before the baby mama came back. Okay, well, now they got problems. Cause first they was like in their own little bubble. The baby mama was gone, and the Tulo was in jail. So now, but did Bobby have anything to worry about? She went to clean his house and never left. Wow, are you jealous? Bobby wasn't jealous. Bobby wasn't jealous. She just didn't like how everything was going down. It was like she came back, and yeah, I understand you sympathizing with her that she had cancer and everything, but not you. You moved her down the street from us. You didn't even talk to me about it first. I don't think Bobby was jealous. Bobby just didn't like then he had to do the walk of shame out the house. Bobby just didn't like the way he was moving because he was moving out of guilt. So now he trying to make up for the stuff that he did before. No, you need to talk to me about that. And this bitch acting like she don't like me. We need to nip this shit in the bud. Yeah, he had to do the walk of shame. He went over that man house like, hey, Bobby, right. Bobby didn't like how she was moving and she had her thing. So boom. So oh my God, y'all, so much happened. So Bobby is like beefing with him because what's going on between him and the baby mama. The baby mama that came back, she's back in the girl's life. They're excited about her being back in their life and all of that. She kind of coming around a lot more and everything like that. So then Tulo moved into Bobby's old place. that she was staying in when the book first started. He moved in there. She thought it would be best for him. She's still trying to look out for him because she knows she did him wrong by running off and getting pregnant by this other man. So she was like, you can go stay at the house because it was like they house before he went to jail. She was like, you can go stay there. Tulo ain't really feeling that or whatever. Or did she even know? Did she do that behind his back? So, I mean, Face. Tulo is staying at the house. The baby mama over her. It's just a lot of shit going on. So then, between all of that, right? Face has a little sister. Now, mind you, they have family day every Sunday. So Bobby has been around his sister. She's eating with her because the family come over on Sundays. They eat and all this and that. How many of y'all knew what was going on with the little sister from jump from when she had got that attitude with her when she went to go pick her up because the mama couldn't pick her up? I knew it then. I knew it then. For some reason, I knew it then. What was going on with the little sister? What was the little sister name? So Face's little sister then got in this some kind of way. Terror. Terror was the baby mama. Okay, no, that ain't this little sister. So the little sister, all of a sudden, she just started moving funny with Bobby and like getting attitudes with her. And then she was like trying to the sister wasn't going to. She started trying to like break Bobby um face up, and she was like trying to get the baby mama back in. And she was just being like real messy and stuff. And I was like, what the fuck is going on with her? But I knew it was when Bobby went over there to pick her up because the mama couldn't pick her up when she was moving out of that place, and she got an attitude with Bobby. I knew it right then. I knew it right then. Mandy. So Mandy is the little sister. So the little sister tripping and everything. Tulo is out of jail. Faye's got this stuff going on with his baby mama. Baby Nicole Jackson stuff be so messy because I thought that Bobby was finna go back to Tulo when her and Faye started getting into it. When her and Faye started getting into it, I thought she was finna go back to Tulo because they had got kind of cordial with him staying over there in their house and everything. So long story short, Face's little sister is messing with Tulo, Bobby's ex jail man. Okay. And been messing with him for years. Even before he went to jail, he was cheating on Bobby with Faith's little sister. Messy, messy. That's why the little sister was getting into it, was tripping with Bobby and trying to get Face back with the baby mama, right? But whole time, Tulo was just playing the little sister so that he can get back at Face for stealing his woman. He said he was getting his woman back. He said, "You're not coming to me as no woman and think I ain't about to do nothing about it." So he's using the little sister to get back at Face, right? And so what he does is he plants drugs in Face mama house, and Face end up going to jail. Okay. This turned into a whole motherfucking soccer. Face end up going to jail. Okay. So they was all dropping hints. Girl, I don't know what is going on. Turns out he cheated first. Yes, and she was like, he had never cheated on me. And I ain't have to worry about nothing like that. Meanwhile, he been messing with this girl before he even went to jail. So, oh my God, y'all. So Face ended up going to jail because the little sister had been taking him over to her mama house. He done planted some drugs in her. Now this man then went to jail. So come to find out, not only is Tulo messing with the little sister, he is also messing with the baby mama. Did the mama really want the daughters? Or was she just trying to get back at Face? Because at the end of the book, it was kind of like a lot of get back going on. Like it was a lot of people trying to get back at somebody, right? So he ended up going to jail. He wasn't in jail for a long time, but while he was in jail, baby, Bobby was out there handling business. She was setting people up, recording people, all kind of shit to get her man out of jail, her baby daddy. Because I think before the end of the book, she had the little boy because they had a son. And so she was doing all kind of stuff to get her man out of jail. She was setting people up in everything, right? So come to find out, not only was Tulo messing with the little sister, he was fucking the baby mama too. And they had a whole plan trying to get him back, get Face in jail, get the daughters. It was a lot of shit going on. Tara was the one who planted. Oh, Tara planted the drugs. The baby mama planted the drugs in the mama's house. Not too low. Well, baby, they had twins. Twin what? Twin boys? They had two boys? Oh, that escaped me. But anyway, so Tulo ended up going back to jail. The baby mama went to jail. She went to jail because then she tried to kill somebody. Baby, this book got real crazy towards the end. That book got real crazy towards the end. Christian and Tristan, boys, two boys. Ah, so they end up having two boys and two girls. Right. So it got real ignorant at the end of the book, but all is well in love and war because Face and Bobby ended up together with their family. They got their daughters, they got their sons, and them niggas that was trying to bring them down went to jail. It was a mess. It was a mess, but that's what she said. She said, when you know it's real, because she held her man down because I thought Bobby was trying to go left a little bit because she was on some other shit. But she held her man down and she made sure she got him exonerated from all his charges, and everybody else went to jail and they lived happily ever after. So, what did y'all think about this book? We about to be cool on wait a minute. We might have to read this Polly book that she wrote. I read the first one and she coming out with a second one. Oh, I can't wait till the second one come out. But I got the books for the next 2 weeks. So I read a new to me author. Um, so next week we're gonna talk about I read the book by oh my God, the To the Moon lady, Evelyn Latrice. I want to talk about that because that was good. But I want to talk about this book. Hold on, y'all. It's called The Bed We Made. Okay. This is a new to me author. This was pretty good. So next week we got by Ivy Simone. The Bed We Made by Ivy Simone. We're gonna talk about that next week. And then we're gonna talk about oh, I got so many books. Beyond the Stars by Evelyn Latrice. And we're gonna talk about Cammy Intercept My Heart. So we got 3 books that we got to talk about coming up over the next 3 weeks, and they are going to be good. I will make a post tonight. I'm not gonna wait because I forget. I'm gonna make a post. We not reading To the Moon. We already read To the Moon and talked about To the Moon. We're gonna talk about Beyond the Stars. Wait a minute. Next week is going to be The Bed We Made. Now it's a little bit out there, but the storyline is good and it is a lot to talk about. The Bed We Made by Ivy Simone. There we go. Thank you. Next week. Then we're gonna talk about Beyond the Stars by Evelyn Latrice. That was good. I like that. Then we're gonna talk about Intercept My Heart by Cammy. Kami. And I'll keep on reading. Right now, I am reading Kaylin's All or Nothing. It's 2 books, and this is pretty good. This is pretty good too. And I'm reading Quandrays. It's a guy. I really want to start talking about male author books, but he write a lot of erotica, so they just be hunching the whole time. They just be hunching. So maybe not. But if y'all got some good books that y'all done read by men, I know Kwame, he have good books. And we supposed to talk about one of his books for Halloween last year and never did. Um But yeah, there we go. We got books for the next 3 weeks, baby. The way I was feeling last week, we was finna be off for the summer, but I'm back and I'm better. So we good. We keeping it rocking. We keeping it pushing. But I thought I was on my way to the upper room. So that's what we talking about. I'm gonna post it in a group, and hopefully Patrice will be back with us one day soon. Soon. If not, y'all got me, and I will be here for us to talk. So it's the Black Girl Book Club podcast. The Black Girl Book Club podcast. Hey, I see y'all next week. I just read 10 book series. 10 book series. Okay, pop it in there. Pop it in there. Bye, y'all.